Hey guys, today's video is all about my winter foundation routine. I'm going to take you through it step by step and show you what I use, some great tips to help your foundation hold up really well when it's very cold out. Depending on the weather, you know, your foundation, your skin's going to act a lot differently. Your foundation may not last as long, it may react different. Things that you love in the summer may not work in the winter. Things that you love in the winter may not work so hot in the summer. Typically, skin reacts differently in the winter in that it's a little drier. Some people have issues with like a lot of redness and irritation and stuff like that. Some people that have very sensitive skin may experience problems. When it's cold out, my skin is very oily. In the winter, in the summer, it's tough because, you know, you sweat a lot and your skin and your makeup doesn't really last as long. But in the winter, it's different for me because the products that I use, like thicker foundations or like oil controlling foundations or, you know, stuff like that, may be too drying in the winter. It may have like an adverse effect. It gives you little like flakes on your cheeks because I do technically have combination skin, so I'm going to show you how to avoid that. Some really great tricks. I'm also going to show you the type of foundation that's working perfectly for me right now during the cold weather. It's been pretty weird here lately. It's been very cold, and it'll be in the upper 60s, and then it'll be freezing, like, you know, below 30 degrees, and then it'll be 68 degrees. This is what I've been doing lately when it's been pretty cold, and I wanted to share it with you because it's what I'm going to continue to do during the winter. I hope that you guys enjoy it and that you find it helpful, and if you want to see exactly how I did it, then keep watching. To get started, I'm going to use a primer just because in the wintertime my skin gets a little drier. This is the Primed and Poreless by Too Faced. And I've already used a moisturizer, so it's good to go ahead and do that. But what's nice about this is that if there is any little like flaky areas on your skin or anything, the primer will catch it and kind of smooth over it, and it'll kind of absorb into the little flakies. I know that sounds gross, but you know, it's winter and it happens. Rather than your foundation with a pigment catching onto that and then you actually see them. So it's a little trick. I'm not the biggest fan of primer on myself. I normally don't even use it on myself. So, it's good not to skip it in the winter. The foundation that I have been loving lately is this Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. You can get it at the drugstore. Mine's so disgusting because like sometimes you roll it up and too much comes out and then it just squishes everywhere. It's a big old mess. But it's a good product. I like it because you can see as you use it, you can see I have just a little bit left. It forces this down as you turn it, and then it's one of those that kind of dispenses the product up through the middle and then out through the sponge. So it's really cool. You roll it up a couple times. When you see that it has the product on it, you just kind of smooth it over your face. And I like this because this particular formula is not as drying as some that I've used that are maybe like for controlling oil or something. But since I do have very oily skin, I'm surprised I can use this. I really like it. And it's just very sheer. Like, it looks like I'm applying a lot, but it's just really applying a very sheer amount through the tip, the sponge tip. So, the applicators that I've really been enjoying lately are the Sigma Kabuki brushes. Some of these are dirty. Yeah, this one's like the only clean one. There's a round top one. This one's clean. I'm going to actually use this one, the angled one. This one's my favorite. And then there's a flat one, and then this pointy one. And I use this one for something else. But lately, I've really been enjoying the angled one. Well, I shouldn't say lately because that's kind of always been my favorite. But you can see it makes it so easy. Like, it really just kind of blends the foundation really easily. And I kind of just take, you know, like as I apply it, I don't like to apply foundation on my eyelids, but just whatever gets on the brush, I'll just kind of put on my brow bone right there. And just kind of make sure that everything's blended in. You can see that took no time at all. And we're pretty much done with that step. Next, I use my concealer, the concealer for my face, like blemishes and stuff. I love the MAC Studio Finish. The shade that I use is NC20, and I actually use a pointed brush like this, which is like what you'd normally use to smudge out your eyeliner, and this is the E30. Really is great for concealer. So I just get it to cover redness. This brush is great for blending that, but then it's also pointed, so it covers any little marks left behind from breakouts, or breakouts themselves, which are no fun. Waylon scratched me in the face yesterday. Okay, Okay, then it's winter time. I don't want to look overly powdered. I want to still look natural, but I want my skin to feel comfortable and everything. So I don't like to apply a ton of powder, but I like to apply just a little bit to set my concealer because it will make your makeup last longer. And I really love the Mineralized Skin Finish Natural by MAC, and I just use a fluffy brush to apply that. And I kind of try to keep it away from like this area because I generally don't even need powder there, but just areas where I might get oily, and then areas where I applied concealer. And I'm just barely, like when I dip it, you can't even see the powder on the brush, so it's not really even applying a ton. Okay, then next I'm using the under eye concealer that goes with the, well, it's the Instant Age Rewind Eraser Concealer for dark circles. And I use the shade Fair. There's one that's pink that's a brightener, which would work great too if you've got really, really dark circles, but I just prefer this one. It's the same little rolly mechanism, and you can dab it or you can kind of go like that. You can see it, this stuff really covers great. And then sometimes I'll pat it with my finger, but I've been using this pointed brush. I used it yesterday too, so it's kind of dirty, but I'm going to use it anyways. And I just dab it like that, and it does a really great job for the under eye circles. It's very soft, and then whatever's left I can just bring on up to my brow bone and then kind of on that inner part, and it really lightens everything up and makes it look naturally unshadowy. Do the same thing on the other side. Just blends really fast when you use this brush. You don't have to rub it or anything, you really just kind of dab it and it's really nice. Okay, so that is the foundation routine. It's super, super simple. I hope that you guys enjoyed my winter foundation routine and that you guys will try out some of these products, especially that Maybelline foundation, because I never would have, and it's amazing. So I hope that you guys are having a great week, and I will talk to you all very soon. Bye.